let's give these birds their freedom then. Cool. Here you go. Time to go. There you go. Look, it's time to be free. This whole area, it's all for you again. I can't really believe it.
No. There we go.
Straight off and heading for home. While many vultures nest in trees, Cape vultures are particular. He's heading straight for the cliffs. They only nest on high cliffs like these. And there's only one way I can see how they do it. I'm a little bit nervous. I didn't feel nervous until I saw the wall of cliffs. I thought, oh yeah, right, I'll be jumping off that then, won't I?
Just about to jump off a cliff. What you get me into?
That's Phil, my intrepid producer. Whoopah! Whoa! Oh my word! Oh my God! They're gone, and there's 2 vultures. What people know about vultures is that they're fantastically ugly, but what people don't really know is that they're the world's highest flying bird. And in fact, one vulture even crashed into a jet at 37,000 feet. I'm hoping we don't have to go that high. We won't be going that high, will we?
No, not today.
You promise? Okay. Paragliding reveals how surprisingly curious and social the vultures are.
You can see the birds coming out and joining them already.
Oh, wow.
They get to know you and they actually enjoy flying with you, so they'll follow you around.
To sort of play with you?
Yeah.
Combination of nervousness and excitement, the likes of which I haven't had ever, I don't think.
All right, we're gonna go.
Okay.
And let's go. All right, and rotate.
Run.
Yeah. All right, well, how does that feel?
My knuckles are white. It's incredible, though. And there are the vultures. Oh, my word. Wow, they are all around us. And they do seem like they're hanging around with us, enjoying the ride. This is how you should see them to appreciate their beauty. And their extraordinary skills. So this is the perfect introduction to South Africa. South Africa is made up of all sorts of different micro-terrains, each with their own peculiar creatures. These cliffs are one of those unique hotspots. I can see right over the cliff where they're nesting now. 25% of the world's Cape vultures are nesting in these cliffs. Vultures are paying a high price for their taste for dead flesh. And now, even their keen eyesight is getting them in trouble. A threat I want to know more about. There's a big muti market here. Muti is traditional medicine. And apparently, vultures are a popular ingredient. There's everything here, actually. There's a lot of herbs and plants, and then just a lot of unidentifiable bits of animal. Oh, this was a big snake.
Python.
It's a python. Is that a cheetah or a leopard? Here you've got a whole baboon.
That's what.
You've got a lot of stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, there are a lot of stuff. This is the wheels for the vulture.
That's a wing of a vulture.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. What's your best stuff? What's your biggest seller?
Vulture brains.
People want vulture brains. That's the big seller, is it? Yeah.
How to use this one? You can make powder.
Yeah.
And then you can put here. And then you can smell.
It helps so you can see to the future, you can see what's coming, and they can give you this to open up your mind.
Dimi was once a student of all this, and I've asked her to be my guide.
Also, it's good for gamblers.
Yeah, it's good for the lotto.
The lotto number.
Lotto number.
Right, okay. As if it wasn't bad enough that they got farmers poisoning them, they're also getting their brains sniffed in order to win the lotto. The belief is that the traits of the animals transfer to the buyers. The vulture's got amazing eyesight and makes you be able to sort of see into the future. Dimi, can you help me? Does he understand that the vultures are endangered and that there's not many vultures left?
Okay, ufungwazi ukuthi mhlambe ngevulture wangifana noma usala ngembuzi nge-A1.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. But it's a business.
Yeah. It worries him, but it's a business.
It's part of a tradition begun centuries ago, before other threats put these animals in so much danger. There are clearly an awful lot of endangered species here. This is a scale of a pangolin. I love pangolins. Pangolin scale. A pangolin scale is said to protect you from evil, wrapping you in armour like the animal itself. In 2011, at least 8,000 of these bizarre mammals were seized from black marketeers. Some of them want their scales, while others are after their meat. In China, it's considered an exotic delicacy. They may be the weirdest of the freaky five, and I'm not leaving Africa until I've seen one. Finding a pangolin is turning out to be a real challenge. So I've been kidnapped by Louise Joubert. She's got my favourite animal. She's a pangolin, which is a funny little scaly anteater with a very, very long tongue and a very smelly bottom. But Louise seems determined for me to see the big five first. Obviously, you understand I wouldn't normally be interested in lions, but I'm actually quite scared to say no to Louise. They're big lions, aren't they? They're big.
It's very easy to put your claws through there.
Louise rescues and rehabilitates animals and then sets them free. Oh, we've got pangolins to see. Come on, we've got pangolins to see. Enough with the celebrity animals. Oh my word, it's a rhino. What's it? It's like, do you think my hand's food? Louise, I want to see the pangolin. I want to see the pangolin. Take me to the pangolin, please. Wild dogs. What do you think, Munchkin, eh? What do you want? Do you want to go and join them? Do you want to go back to nature?
No, definitely.
Slightly mad place, really, isn't it? Louise has an amazing success rate. She's saved 4,500 creatures since 1993. Slightly nervous as to what's going to be inside.
This is a very strange house. We've got funny little animals.
And in this bedroom, we've got a load of ostrich chicks.
Yes.
Now I'm going to get to see the pangolin.
Yes.
This is the pangolin's bedroom.
This is the pangolin's
Pangolin's
bedroom.
got his very own bedroom.
This is the pangolin's teddy bear. And he's been pooping, so we need to just clean that.
Here we go.
Sid, you stink.
I could camp out in the African bush for months and never see a pangolin. Oh, look, he's making into a little ball. They're very shy and secretive. Sid, it's so fantastic to meet you. I've heard so much about you, and I have been desperate to meet you. Oh, he's so strange. His funny little ears. They've got very poor eyesight, apparently, but they've got a very keen sense of smell. Well, he is. He's like a little pine cone, aren't you, Sid? Sid and his mother were seized from poachers. The mother showed signs of stress and Louise released her. Now she is Sid's mum and has to make sure he learns to survive in the wild. We're on our way to go and find some termite mounds because Sid needs to learn to eat termites. He's an anteater, termite eater. You reckon this is a good one? Pangolins are super specialised for eating termites, with sticky tongues as long as their bodies, and claws that can dig through concrete. Those termite mounds are really hard, so you can see why he needs to have these really big digging claws. We might have termites in there.
Yes.
Oh. Am I doing this right?
Yes, there's the first termites coming out. There's one there. Oh, come on, yeah. I know you don't want to be eating as breakfast.
OK, let's try the termite, Sid.
Come on, Sid, there's a termite.
The termite, Sid, is there, right in front of your nose. No, OK. It's there. There it is. Look. Look there. Look. Look, termite. That way.
Possibly still too small. We don't even know which particular type of termites he likes, or ants, or whatever, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Soon, Sid should be able to sniff out termites from hundreds of metres away. And hopefully other pangolins. They communicate to each other by leaving scents from a gland in their bottom. And that's how that smells very bad to humans, but it probably smells fantastic to other pangolins. And so this just must be a crazy amount of new smells going on out here. See how he can curl like that into a ball? That's their defence, is that he can curl right up like that. It's the perfect time for Sid to start hunting for termites. They're emerging from their underground hideouts because the rainy season is starting. Look at that, big storm. But I'm afraid the weather will send the next of the Freaky Five running for cover. That's that pre-storm wind, here it comes. It's been so hot all day, and now this wind started up, and that always means, yeah, I can start to feel it now. It's suddenly the temperature has just dropped. I might go inside the car, actually. And now there's a hailstorm. Even the weather's odd. And it's going to make finding the crazy lizard I need to see next a little bit insane. Let's go find some sun gazers. We've travelled in search of this incredibly rare lizard, and hardly anything is known about it, except for the fact it's called a sun gazer. That's a burrow. That's another burrow there. My guess is that means it likes to gaze at the sun. What? Oh, lightning! There's no sun gazers, but there's a lot of lightning. If we were looking for lightning gazers, we would have chosen the perfect day. Sun gazers sell for crazy sums on the illegal pet market. Rain! And I want to see what's making them so popular and getting them into trouble. The lizard guys are here. I've got 3 experts to help me coax a sun gazer out of its hole. He's shivering. It's shivering shit. I know how you feel.
Shivering, Lucky Lucy.
Yeah, exactly.
We can try and call them out, if you want.
Do you do the call of the opposite sex?
Yeah.
You've got to have a very sexy call, haven't you, to get that sun gazer out of its hole today?
It's coming up.
No way.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, I was all excited. I did think it was weird. I was thinking to myself, they really make that noise? I'm thinking, well, I don't know, I'm in South Africa, I've never been here before. It's like anything could happen, but...
Luckily, the lizard men have some they're studying that they want to release.
In this bag, the Holy Grail, the famous sun gazer lizard. Wow, he's cool. Look, he's so thorny. She? Look at her.
These sharp spikes help make the sun gazer a hit in the pet trade. They're there for protection.
These spines, these are the occipital spines, and these are what they stick into the roof of their burrows, so they can't be dislodged.
I see, so their defence is to sit in the burrow with the head down, the tail sticking out, and then if a meerkat or something comes along and tries to yank one out, these spines around the head yank on, and then they can't pull them out.
The burrow's also for defence, and we want to return this girl to hers.
There it is. This one's a really nice hole. I would like to live in there.
Would you?
No, look at it. I mean, it's got a nice runway. It's well furnished. Not too long grass.
What, 2 bathrooms?
These guys want to learn as much as they can, because no one knows how many are left in the wild.
This lizard is only found in this tiny area, isn't it?
They're found only in the South African highlands.
They're very rare. They look incredibly fierce, but they're really very passive and easy to handle. It's a recipe that some exotic pet owners can't resist.
Look at these spines and look at these spikes. They're like living dragons, really. There's nothing else that looks like this.
Apart from you this morning when you turned up with your hair, actually. You looked quite like you'd styled yourself like a sun gazer.
You know, you say owners start looking like their pets. Then you start looking like your study animal after enough.
OK, well, listen, madam, you're going to go off and you're going to find yourself a boyfriend and make lots of little baby lizards. Go! On your marks. Get set. Go! Go on, girl. Go on. Yeah. You like lizards quite a lot though, don't you, Shiv?
Very much.
Yeah, because I've seen your earring. Bit of a giveaway.
Yeah. When you get into a project like this, you want to be the saviour, kind of.
I think you'll be the saviour of the lizards.
Well, I hope so.
Burrowers like the sun gazer are found all over South Africa, where protective tree cover is in short supply. There's the aardvark, an anteater with the snout of a pig, the ears of a rabbit, and the tail of a cat. Kangaroo. They can weigh as much as a human. Aardvark burrows are often taken over by the honey badger. But the honey badger doesn't give a damn. He's such a badass. But for one of South Africa's oddballs, its protective burrow is turning into its tomb.
You won't believe what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and rehouse a spider.
We need that.
You need a big knife.
We need a big knife.
This is Donald. Donald Stridon. And Donald's the patron saint of this spider.
We're going to do some aggressive research.
Aggressive research?
We're going to need the relevant equipment here.
Donald served in the South African army and is ruthlessly efficient.
Don't want to leave anything behind.
You don't want to leave anything behind, no.
We're stuck in the bush somewhere.
The spider we're after is known as a tarantula in most of the world. Here, it's called a baboon spider.
We have water containers, yes, check.
Let's take some weather monitoring equipment. Do you need gloves?
We
need to get camera, GPS. We don't need gloves. Okay.
Spider safari.
Yeah.
So these spiders, they only really live in this area around here.
About 150-kilometer radius from where we are now, and that's it.
The only place in the world that you find this spider.
That's the problem.
Throughout southern Africa, tiny areas are home to unique animals found there and nowhere else in the world. like the sungazer, the Cape vulture, and the golden brown baboon spider. Unfortunately, the spider likes a kind of soil also popular with home builders, and it refuses to move, even when the bulldozers come.
It's going to tuck down right under there, panic, and as soon as they cover it over, slow, terrible death. So we absolutely need to move it.
So this is an emergency situation.
Yeah, this is one. So that's where the spider is. Now, golden brown baboon spiders need very special attention.
They're very finicky, and we have to be finicky too.
So the technique of capturing the spider is not to make too much disturbance so that we don't spook the spider.
The first step is to lure this very sensitive spider out of its hole.
Now, Donald has thought this through and has developed a special method, haven't you? Which involves faking a rainstorm.
Here comes our rainstorm. You've got to make thunder sounds, eh? That's it, perfect. Just carry on like that. Kay's coming out. She's coming. There we go. You're doing such a good job.
So there she is.
South Africa's fussy freak emerges.
Okay, so Donald's actually blocking its entrance with the knife so that it's now trapped in its porch, basically.
It's probably about a 15-year-old spider.
15-year-old spider? Who knew? In 15 years, she hasn't really left that burrow. Wow, okay, so this is a big moment for this spider. Try and get this with my camera.
You've got to be so gentle with them. The hair is covering the body. Every about 20th hair is a sensory hair, so they touch things and feel things with that. Here, there we go, beautiful.
She's lovely. Wow.
She's kind of on your hand already.
Is she really already?
Yeah, you hardly feel it. You know.
I can feel it, yeah. Wow. I'm slightly worried she's going to run into my shirt sleeve.
She won't run too fast.
How long does it take for the spider to build this hole?
Took it about 5 to 7 years.
That's incredible. I totally understand why it wouldn't want to move.
The hole is the spider's life's work. It won't simply dig another once we move it.
So that's half the job?
Less than half. You need to get a mould of that hole. If you don't shake it properly, it doesn't foam nicely.
Yeah.
Now Donald is making it his life's work to figure out exactly what the spider likes.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay, we need to get a GPS reading here. We need to get weather conditions.
Donald's quite serious.
24 degrees, 22 minutes. Yeah.
So how many spiders do you think in total there need to be relocated here?
Well, looking at the map and how many houses are going to be built here, with each house there could be at least maybe 2 or 3 spiders. So multiplied by 200, 300 houses.
It's a lot of work.
Donald could end up doing this 1,000 times. Meanwhile, our finicky baboon spider still needs a new home.
We should use this area.
This is our spider's home. This is what was underneath. And we're going to start making a hole for her in the hope that she'll continue and make the rest of the boot.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so what direction? We were 24. What do you say about that spot?
Donald has learnt to be as fussy as a spider, having to try and rehouse. How many have you tried? And I hate to say failed, but I mean it's...
Probably about close to 50 that we've worked with. 50, yeah.
50.
Of the 50 spiders, just one has accepted its new home.
Right.
We have a whole bunch here that we have in captivity. They're all waiting for homes. So until we find what the recipe is. And you've got to be very careful about what you're doing here, ma'am.
Really?
Lucy, yeah, you're scraping the hole wider and wider. That's no good. You see what you've done there? You've messed it.
I have... Oh, my God, I've ruined it.
So I have to start a new hole. Okay, now look what I'm doing.
The spoon has been taken away from me and handed back to the master.
There's only one master, that's the master.
Such love.
Would you like to do the honours?
I would love to do the honours.
So I'll just put it straight into your hand.
Okay. She is a really beautiful spider, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna try her face first.
Let's see if she accepts it.
You got a new home.
But you just realise there's something there.
There's something there.
So you can just guide her. You'll have to guide her because it's not her home. Is she going to
Go
accept
into
it?
your hole.
Hey, she's accepting it. Well done. Excellent.
That's so cool. I'm so happy.
If all goes well, she'll be here for another decade, where her reclusive life won't get her into any trouble.
Well, only another 999 to go.
I'm betting Donald will move every single one. The spider would be helpless without Donald. But the last freaks on my safari help each other. And they're paying a steep price for it. They're bold creatures, far stronger and more agile than humans, with fangs longer than a leopard's. But it's the Chukma baboon's brain power that gets him in trouble. They can work together in raiding parties of as many as 100. Not the kind of creature you want to come home to. Unless you're this guy.
Yeah, that one looks like he's really quite pleased to see me.
The penal display. Just go inside.
Go inside?
Yeah,
okay, all right. Hello, guys. Matthew and I are becoming friends, aren't we, Matthew? Yeah? You like what you see?
When baboons clash with humans, Bob rescues them.
Hey, you are a naughty baboon. Yeah, you are a naughty baboon. Yeah.
I've only just met Bob, but he seems to be half baboon himself.
I've been crapped on. Oh, God.
Once you're back home, you're going to miss the smell.
Really? Do you know what, Bob? I struggle to believe that. So where did these babies come from?
Matthew had been saved from a tribal medicinal trade.
Others were orphaned when their mothers were shot.
They've had a narrow escape, haven't they?
Today, many of Bob's baboons are supposed to go back to the wild. But it's something he's never tried to do before. I'm going to help relocate almost 20 baboons. It's an event Bob has worked towards for decades, as he's learned to forge rescued animals into one cohesive troop.
It's a massive day for Bob today. Like a sort of baboon wizard, he's collected a group of unloved baboons that have all come from different horrific situations and rehabilitated them here. And today's the day that we're going to dart them and move them to their new enclosure.
It's the final step before these exceptionally smart animals are released for good.
Oh, here they are. Wow.
Look at these eyebrows now.
Yeah, his eyebrows are wagging up and down.
Yeah, we believe that they are real psychological experts. Make eye contact and they can read your soul.
Scary prospect.
Baboons are very social, but creating a troop from scratch is not easy. You need the right mix. After years of trial and error, Bob's finally found it. Just recently, this group has come together to raise their newest member.
There she is now there. You can see her there with a baby.
You can see Daisy with a baby, yeah.
When she came in, she was exactly the size of a baby.
No,
yes.
Really?
Yeah, now she's going to be... I want to cry.
I was going to say, Bob.
She's going to be released now with her own baby.
Oh, that's amazing. It's going to be an intense day.
Now we have to outsmart them. Easier said than done.
Know that they're very intelligent. They will know quickly what we're up to. And you must be alert. They are potentially very dangerous animals.
Okay. I feel quite nervous, actually, because these are big animals. We don't want things to go wrong.
First, we lure the animals into a smaller enclosure to sedate them.
It's great. Look at that.
Is he going to go in?
Looks like a shoulder.
He's gone in. One of the lead males that we really wanted to get into the cage early on, we've got him in the cage.
Then we get Daisy and the baby.
Come on, two more, just two more.
Two more, okay.
There you go. Got it?
Yeah.
Try.
We've managed to get 8. 8. We've got 8.
Good. He's so jittery about seeing a gun, you know, because they've been shot at so many times. And
Some farmers here shoot to kill any baboon they spot on their property. We want to capture the big male first, or he could make things more difficult.
It's really tense.
Go for it.
Baboons are known to form really strong friendships. I think it's very sweet the way they're all cuddled up next to each other to go to sleep. Okay, so now they're under. It's safe for us to go in.
To get to the sedated animals, the team has to enter the larger pen, where the rest of the troop is anxiously watching.
We're going to get them out as soon as possible. But stand by, Lucy. If something happens, you must pull that door.
Okay.
Hear that? The minute that the baby starts crying, they will...
Oh, they can tell something's going on.
Yeah, they're going crazy because it's the baby. Now with the baby making the sounds, then we must take them out immediately.
I've got it, yeah, okay.
We take away their leader, and the troop really goes berserk. Once strangers, these baboons will now do anything to protect one another. And that includes taking us on. It takes half a day, but we manage to sedate the troop.
Okay, there you go, Bob.
Yeah, go. Let go. Let go. Yeah, go.
Yep, okay. He's left a message behind.
Okay.
Each gets a thorough medical checkup to make sure it's healthy enough to survive in the wild.
It's a lot softer than you'd expect, given that they walk on their hands all day long.
Baboons have evolved to forage on the ground because of southern Africa's lack of forest. Some think that's also why they have such huge canines, to fend off predators.